All right, everybody, thank you for stopping by. So in this video, I'm be going over this first look developer stream that went on. And if you don't know what it is, the developers had a stream where they kind of went over some new stuff that's going to be coming out with the new season, newest update and all that fun jazz. I'm going to kind of skip through a lot of this because there's like the stream was an hour and a half long and there's just so much content, but I'm going to go over some of the bigger points. Right here, Winterfest. Pretty much they're changing the map to be wintry. Kind of play this video a little bit.
It's Winterfest, right?
But it's pretty straightforward. It's kind of like the Halloween one, but it's gonna be cold and wintry everywhere.
I was like, we need to tell them playing the game, like
But
play matches.
that's straightforward. But here's the stream. It's an hour and 15 minutes long, so a lot that they talked about. Ranked. See right here, they were gonna have the new when the new season came out, they were just gonna have it be a split. But they decided that against it to just start over. So whatever rank you are right now, you will get reset when the new season comes out. And right here, they're going to have a new, like next. So when the season comes out, it's going to run for most of 2025 and they're going to have 4 splits. And if you don't know what a split is, pretty much what it means is it takes your rank and splits it pretty much. Usually it's in half. So whatever rank you are, you'll be halved. And it's kind of keep it fresh and keep the people that are at the very top busy, because they get to the very highest rank and there's nowhere for them to go, so it resets and such like that. It's kind of just frustrating for us casual people, but yeah. Anyways, moving on, they're adding a couple new systems. They're gonna add a second ban phase, so 4 characters are gonna be banned. And a slow decay system for players sitting at higher ranks to encourage more competitive rank ceilings than ticks. That ticks away. Players get too comfy or choose to rest their laurels. Yeah, it's an interesting way to phrase it, but yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Mid-tier divisions, if you're at Silver 2 in your next match, okay, I haven't played it enough to know this, but pretty much, I guess, like if you got enough to move up a rank, you had to play another one and win it. And they're getting rid of that, so that's going to be gone. I haven't played ranked enough to level up. I've been waiting for my brother to play earlier. He went, but I don't know why they do it. But ranked, you could only play ranked during certain times of the day, and when my brother gets on, the ranked's not running, so I haven't really played it too much. Skin bundles. So they say about it.
Next up, I don't do the early access bundles at the time. It's a lot of the word access there. So we put a poll out asking what people thought. We got some really, really good feedback. And they will be available. I think we're aiming for 1.2x, but it's unsure at the moment. So that's the aim. Might not happen. We will confirm it at a later date. Just I lost chat for a second there. It's so many tabs open.
Yeah, so they got some new early access skins. I don't know if you're gonna have to be paying for it or if it's gonna be provided for the people who had early access.
A lot of the word access for input on how we.
They don't really talk about that too much, but these skins will be free. Okay, right here. So these will be free if you wait, okay. These skins will be free to anyone who already had the original exclusive and available to buy for anyone who didn't have the chance earlier in the year. Okay, never mind. It's going to be free if you already have it. That's kind of a cool skin. Is that steel? That's a cool skin, though. You can't see his ugly mug, so that's probably what makes it cool. Okay, so this next one is going to be an interesting update. So they're updating river buffs. So back in the, well, what it is right now, river buffs are kind of weak and they give these buffs right here, but they're making them change. So
first up to buffs.
So you'll be throwing those abilities out even quicker.
Okay, I'm gonna explain it first because I don't know where to find it in here. But so they're gonna make the river buffs, I think it's like 20 minutes or so into the game, they're gonna become a lot stronger. And they're going to be about the equivalent of a green buff or red, or like the red buffs. They're going to be about that strong and they're going to do more damage to you. But when they become the bigger ones, they have different effects. Like the gray one, you get the movement speed, which is normal, and you get out of combat movement speed as well. That seems weird to me, but you get more movement speed and more out of movement speed. So I guess it's just like seeing you move even faster out of combat speed. I feel like they could have worded that a little bit better, but and the pink one will add ability haste. The green one, the shield will explode when it's done and damaging nearby heroes and slowing them. And the orange one will have attack speed and omnivamp. I feel like this is gonna be something that I think I'm gonna have to play a couple games of it before I decide whether I like it or not. But it's interesting. Oh, it's 21-minute mark right here. They talk about it, and you can see here how long it takes her to
Gives a shield.
kill it. It's about the same as like the normal like green buff, gold buff, red buff. It's about the same as those. But you can see it did some damage to her there. So you won't be able to just walk by and drive by it anymore. Late game anyways. But buff transfers. Jungle buffs are also seeing some mechanical changes coming soon. The red and blue buffs will be able to transfer to whoever kills the buff owner, offering opportunities to gain these buffs in a new way while helping protect against early jungle invasions. All right. Empowered Orb Prime Recall. We're also adding a new type of buff called Empowered Orb Prime Recall, which, you guessed it, you can take from taking down Orb Prime or Mini Orb. Once an Orb Prime has been dispatched, all living allied champions with the Orb Prime buff gain this new Empowered Recall for the duration of the Orb Prime buff, whereas for Mini Orb buff, it's only for the one champion. If you can return to base in half the... with it, you'll be able to return to base in half the time. That's an interesting update. I mean, usually when you have Orb Prime, you want to be pushing, but I guess it's good to be able to return really quickly if you're low on health, to go back in, get back into it. So right here, projectile speed changes. So they're making it pretty much the bullet velocity. Kind of play this little video here. I mean, it doesn't seem too much different. It says it's 3 times faster, but like, I don't know. It just kind of seems the same. Okay, this is the new one. This is the old one. Like, it's definitely faster, but it's not that much faster. We'll see. That might make it might make carries broken again. We'll see. They kind of been having a trend of making carries broken and then taking them back and making them not broken anymore. So we'll see how that goes. Map adjustments. They made a few tweaks to the map. I'm going to play this clip.
Okay, so up next, we have some, I guess, I'm going to say some smaller adjustments to the map. I think that's probably a good way to say it, right?
Yeah.
Smaller adjustments.
It felt extremely claustrophobic to fight in these areas, so we kind of opened it up a bit. 2 things being, we cut one of the walls in half, so we basically made it a half wall, and this means it's way easier.
So this wall right here,
you can double jump over it, howitzer ult over it, throw your Gideon portal over there and allow your team to get in, and it just creates like a more open area that you can actually play around. You go over.
Okay, and the other one they did is they lowered these walls a little bit so you can get over without having to use your escape. But yeah, that's pretty much the only changes the map has made, and they're going to be adding the Winterfest, obviously. Okay, this one right here is going to be interesting, so let's watch the clip here.
One side to the other, but now you go off.
Okay, sorry, I was sure the audio was still there.
Initially, when you teleported, we didn't let you teleport across the map, like you just went from one side to the other, but now you go off across the entire map, and you can see it from like, the top view. So I think it's really exciting. We also added things to try to keep it balanced as possible, and so you can't use the teleporters for the first 10 minutes, I believe. There's also a cooldown on it, and so I think it made some really interesting plays. I actually wanted them to be sooner, but I don't think that would create a great laning experience. But it just created a lot of really fun moments in playtesting, and I think.
So yeah,
a fun mind game outplay moment that would only happen.
They got about almost 10 minutes worth of stuff on those teleporters, but yeah, essentially it takes you from one side of the map to the other, and it won't be on until 10 minutes into the game. And like he said, there will be a cooldown. This will be interesting. I think it's going to be another one of those things where I'm going to have to play a few games before I decide whether this is a good change or not. I just feel like I feel like it's almost a little too much to in one go. Like they should have all this stuff kind of in a trickle effect. So hopefully they do that. I don't know. We'll see about that. Brawl mode, 5v5, all Iggy. Ever wanted an all 5v5 all Iggy on Brawl mode? Us neither, but you can now. Somebody in the Facebook group was talking about this, but yeah.
Onto brawl mode.
Yeah, well, basically, we just wanted to make a short change and allow players to basically pick any hero regardless of anyone else is logged in. So you can have 5 Iggies, and we just want the game mode to be fun, a way for you guys to try crazy stuff. Some stuff may actually break, but we just thought it'd be a cool way to switch up the game mode. And I want to give a shout out to Lasha for putting this change in, because it wasn't part of the roadmap, but then I was like, I have but then like you can all ult, and I think it broke some stuff, I'm not sure. And then
I haven't really played Brawl too much. I actually haven't played it at all. I tried to load into a match and it just didn't fill. So I don't know how popular it really is. But I don't know, it'd be interesting. I guess there's a lot of issues when you have 5 people using their ults at the same time. But the toxicity improvements, if you want to go over that, I went over their article that they put out about that. I'll post a video down in the link. I'll link the video down in the description, or have it in the end card if you want to go over that. But quality of life changes. We've all been there. A cool new skin just dropped, but before you know it, the game has popped, and now it's too late to pick it up, leaving you there just to stare at a skin in the draft screen that you want but can't use. To combat this, they're making it easier to grab these new cool skins you keep forgetting to grab. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't really care too much about skins, but we're also delivering a highly anticipated extras tab in the store, a new description for spending amber and platinum on little bits and bobs outside of bundles. This will include sprays, overhead emotes, icons, recall, and jump animations, and more. So they're adding more, pretty much they're adding more stuff for the currency, and they're going to have an emote wheel. That'll be interesting. We'll see if they show it here.
And on top of that, we added overhead emotes. So now there's a spray wheel, or emote wheel, or whatever, some kind of wheel where you can add in emote sprays and all this stuff. And you can now spray on the wall, or you can use the overhead emotes.
It'll go to what it looks like, or what it looked like.
Yeah, that's kind of like a Fortnite thing.
I accidentally pressed X, and then it made the heart eyes as somebody ran away from me.
Well, it's like the cheap Fortnite where you can kind of just do the little emoji things.
You guys are gonna share that over the course of the coming weeks. Leading
I don't know. I think that's a goofy one. I like it though. We'll see. Because like I said on some of my videos, like have the vibe check with the other person that you're facing. But yeah, and that's the end of this article. Yeah, be sure to watch this if you want to know all the changes. Like I said, it's an hour and 15 minutes long. So if you want to watch that, there it is. It's just on their website, predecessorgame.com. Be sure to like this video if you want to see more like it, and to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And I am going to be live streaming every week, Tuesdays at 7:30 Mountain Standard Time. And that's gonna just when my brother gets on, and I might stream more throughout the week. We'll see how it goes. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.